What's up? It's your boy Carson over there. Let's get into it, shall we? And you like get into it. What are we getting into? Well, there's a lot to talk about. But I want to educate you on some history. The Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. A lot of people have one question. Why we never got a video for I'll Whip Your Head Boy? 50 went and made a video for every song on the massacre, even the songs we didn't like. But we could not get a video for the song that we love. Well, here's the situation. The reason why is not 50 Cent was very aware that the public loved this song. 50 Cent at this time was in the middle of filming the movie, doing the music for the movie, and he knew what people would resonate to. He did. He keeps an ear to the streets. He knows what's popping and what needs to be done. Now, the studio gave creative control as far as what songs would work, what songs wouldn't, to 50 Cent. They figured, well, 50's got a grasp on it because in the massacre and where they bumped heads at was the fact that 50 Cent, 50 was actually upset with the launch because they wanted to wait. And he disagreed very strongly with waiting. He wasn't a waiter. He felt the general public can withstand two singles out at the same time. You know, he wanted to drop the song right now because it's hot. He said, this song is hot, it's gonna work. And he's like, no. And Disco Inferno came out, you know, henceforth, that's how you got, he had two songs charting in the top 10 at the same time. But what the record labels are concerned about is oversaturation of music. Same problem Prince have, and this is where the artists and the record labels, you know, bump heads because to an artist, they don't they'll take every spot on the Billboard if they could. Do you think if Prince had his way completely, he would have so much music out? You're overwhelming the masses. And when you do that, they abandon you quicker. And the music industry understands and fear the respect of this process. Plus, they got to make money off of it. They want to make money off everything moving. The artists really want to just connect. They want people to like it or enjoy it and see if they get the same vibe that they got when they was making it. Now, brings us back to Whip Your Head Boy. When the CD came out, one of the major breakthrough songs immediately, because Hustler's Ambition was the name of the movie first, but Hustle and Flow came out, and it had the same character in it, you know, playing the role, and you know, with Terrence Howard in there. Hey man, yeah man. So they got him up in there, and he was in Hustle and Flow, and now he's in Hustler's Ambition. To avoid confusion between the two, they changed the name of the film to Get Rich or Die Trying. Though the absolute worst name you could pick for this film. So now, but they didn't want to, they had already spent all this money basing it on Hustler's Ambition. So the theme song was already made. So Hustler Ambition just became the theme song to Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack, which was very confusing for people who were going out to buy the soundtrack to the actual film, because it's the same title of his debut album that was actually released. So a lot of people think, like, when you say "Get Rich or Die Trying," this soundtrack falls by the wayside, no matter, even though it's probably better than his second release or just as good. Almost every song on here is a hit. Now, here's the mistake that was made. 50 knew it was a mistake not making that video for "I'll Whip Your Head Boy." That would have really propelled the album to a new height. Floyd Mayweather has chose this as his ring entrance song when he fought Zab Judah. Everybody loves this song, and they were hearing it there, and people was, man, that song went hard, and it did up in there. The Thomas and Mack Center was rocking when they played that song. Bun, bun. Oh my God. When they did that, the whole place was rocking. Him and Zab both came out to 50 Cent songs. But man, did they have that place rocking. Now, after this takes place, the whole place rocking and everything going on, Fifth decided, after Window Shopper success, they had their song that was radio. They loved the fact Window Shopper went. They had Hustler's Ambition. They had Window Shopper. Now, "I Whip Your Head Boy" will fit right into the fold as the third single release. 50 Cent decides to make a video for Best Friend. And they're like, the studio is like, okay. Like, they really thought this was like, okay, so like 21 Questions, okay. The studio likes something soft, like fluffy and all that, but they thought, like, for the theme of this movie, they was just like, I don't know about this one working. It might come off as too soft or gimmicky, especially for this type of film. But it's supposed to, this is a film about best friends. For him, this was about his best friend before anything. He's like, he wanted to impress her. He wanted to be a successful rapper, but really it was about the love he had for his best friend. And so, and it's the song "Best Friend." It fits in there. Listen to my tape, Little Caesar, and all this. It fit into the story. Now, Olivia is featured on the song. A lot of people were saying they were dating based off this fact too. He just wanted to do a song with his girlfriend. I'm like, well, she's a part of G-Unit. She's not his girlfriend, but he hitting that. That's why she there. So she is on that song with him on his album, on the Mask. But he, once again, Fifth was like, look, I spent all this money building this woman. The least I could do was put her out on this soundtrack budget, because I didn't spend so much of my own money. I'm in the hole. I need to try to boost her up so we can get her album done and pushed out. Two major issues happen here. One issue is that Olivia she could sing a little bit, but she's very bland. Everything about Olivia was mostly about the look. She had the look of an R&B princess, but she has zero stage presence. She had her singing chords wasn't that great, but she had the look. So when you sell the look, that's what you have. Now, so when you see her, they'll have to hire talent, people to work with her, writers to give her the best material, and that could help. But when you can't make the songs perform, I heard 2 of her projects, they were terrible. And this was promoted by G-Unit. They didn't even put them out. They didn't release them. I think one came out on a mixtape, and one was just in limbo. That they just took the beat and gave it to somebody else because they was just like, this isn't good. You know, you got background singers, you got a makeup, wardrobe, all of these things that a rapper just be like, give me my jeans, give me my t-shirt, give me the mic. You know, they don't need a makeup crew. They don't have somebody there just to do the makeup, just to do the nails, just to do the hair, just to you in the hole so much with a female artist that you're trying to build up, you know, because you're trying to sell an image. And Olivia was somebody they spoiled with a lot of materials. You know, instead of doing it the right way, you know, having these people sponsor the artists, put this stuff out. Like they think, like when Little Kim first started, man, they had Little Kim wearing wigs, laced up wigs. She wasn't going to the beauty shop to get her hair done. It was, look, go in there to that department store. You gonna get these wigs, throw them on. We wearing that dead squirrel. People gonna think it's a fur. We'll spray paint that mug red and blue. People didn't know that this was taking place because of the illusion. Little Kim was wearing wigs. She was at a video wearing different color wigs. Hey, but she was hood. You know, in the hood, you make it work. You don't have all these luxuries coming into the game, walking through the door. So for all these other artists, there's budget money for that. Fifth, they had no idea what he was doing with no R&B artists. So that's what was the case. He didn't know he was trying to make an Ashanti. He was like, I'm gonna make an Ashanti. I'm gonna beat Herb at his own game, man. We're gonna be like Murder and C, man. We're gonna beat these demands, man. But it's the same problem Jay went at with with the girl over there, Emil. Similar situations, costs versus rewards. A lot of miscommunication on their side, but they here the communication was good. It's just that Olivia she just wasn't just too bland. You know, it just was. It just not gonna work. So smartly, they just had to part ways because it was just becoming too much, and nothing was gonna ever come out of it. So rather than destroy her career and come out to be like, no, we're just gonna let her go and do her own thing. Plus, at that point, they didn't even need to do nothing with the Ashanti project anyway, because Ashanti was basically gonna leave Irv, and it was just a matter of time because Murder Inc. at that point was crumbling. So the point of even having Olivia didn't even, suffice at the time. Because 50 was just looking for the look. They wanted to do a comparison, and he thought people were going to care enough to do a comparison between Ashanti and Olivia, just to have that to make his marketing plan off of. And there was nothing to play off of because, they were in 2 different levels. See, Irv knew how to promote an R&B artist because that's the kind of realm he came from. He was used to that type of radio type of records, even though he did some hardcore murder incorporated type records. He knew how to make records pop for R&B artists, whether it was J Lo, Jaws records. He knew what they wanted on radio. So that was one of Irv's gifts. And it's amazing how people get sucked into their ego; they forget their talents. Now, Irv's major talent was knowing that Ashanti needed something to catch the people's attention. Ashanti is cute to look at, but like I said, and once again, her personality is bland. She's really cute to look at. She's nice walking out of a pool, but she's very bland, as far as personality, we don't really get to see it displayed. So for her to be successful and her songs to be successful, she needed something very catchy, so she get a catchy tune or a catchy record, it's it's like, oh man, I remember this song. Oh, she remade that. You got to have a sample of something that people listen to just a few years ago. It could be an old Mobb Deep record that somebody liked the beat. And see, this is what they did with Mary J. Blige. And this is how she became the queen of R&B. She's the one singing over hip hop beats. And they'll have like whether it's some old New Edition song, or Shantae, or the Foolish song. People were mad because they like the original song that she did. Shantae just take everybody's songs and redo them. I'm like, yeah, that's what she does. And that was a part of her success. But it left her very bland. When your career is like that, basically, you don't have a detailed song. Can anybody think of an Ashanti song that just stands out and you go, oh man, but this is the song Ashanti was known for? No, there isn't one. Because you bought it based off the fact that it sounded like a song that you used to like or a song that you've heard before. So you gravitated to it. So you bought it, but you're not connected to it no more. That's just how it is. And it comes and goes. And that was the reason and the mistake 50 made. He made a video for Best Friend and did not make the one for I Whip Your Head Boy. And when that happened, he was just like, dang, I blew a chance. Y'all don't understand how much money that means. That song would have made incorporated another 7-figure check. Guaranteed. I Whip Your Head Boy single. Because once they make a music video for it, at that time, that song's gonna get spin on the radio. It's gonna get spin in the nightclubs. It's gonna jump because all the DJs is playing it anyway. So you basically, even though the soundtrack sold, it would have really went off the shelves without Whip Your Head Boy. Especially if the video was done and it was right, it didn't really have to be expensive. Yeah, they missed the bag there. So it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, and thanks for listening to me again. I appreciate it.